Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Deb Sofield, and you're listening to my weekly podcast series called Encouragement for Your Life. Most of you know I'm a national speaker and trainer and a coach. I like to say I help people find their voice and learn to use it. I'm also a conference speaker on the topics of public speaking, presentation skills, how to deal with the media, and crisis communication. My other presentations are available on my website. If your organization has an upcoming conference and you're in the leadership team that picks speakers, I hope you'll reach out at debsofield.com, as I would love to be a part. I've got a number of books on the market. My book, Speak Without Fear, Perfecting Your Platform, Encouragement for Your Life. I've got all these books on Amazon, and Speak Without Fear and Perfecting Your Platform are also on Audible. Just go to Amazon, type in my name, all my books will appear. Got a great show today. It's one that I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm happy it's come up. And my theme for today is this. Friend, you need to discover who you are. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. I came across a quote from Bernice Johnson Reagan, and she says this: "Life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They're supposed to help you discover who you are." I love that. Listen, if you ask your friends and family what are some challenges they face today and how they plan to overcome them, most of your peers would look at you with a blank expression. And suddenly, you'll see a quote cloud form above their head that says, "You need to find someone else to talk to. I don't want to go that deep today or tomorrow or ever." All right. It's not because they don't understand the question. It's because no one, and I mean no one, likes to admit that there is a challenge they're struggling with. And frankly, it's always hard to see any value in the pain that they're dealing with at the time. Maybe a few years from now, they could admit that the life choice in question put them on a different path. But at the moment of your inquiry, most people want you and me to go away. Everyone has challenges in life, and for the most part, and for the greater good, they need to know to push through to be successful. And I put the word successful in quotes because success is different for everyone. But when I put others on the spot about life challenges and the fact that most of us are paralyzed by the overwhelming fear or burden or weight of the issue that is currently taking up space in our head, and then there's the added pressure if not doing enough is the issue to the question to settle it. So to make it easier to answer this question, most people will give us standard response of personal needs and wants. For example, the current challenges most people focus on are the need for better health, a happy family, money, a better job, a new home, a new car, a boat, a vacation, something that seems tangible. It's always hard to believe that in the present moment, the pain you're going through has life-changing purpose, which is worthy of the agony and tears that you are most likely feeling. Most people would rather choose another way to find their destiny that's not quite so painful. So listen, if that's how you feel, let me direct you to my theme for the day. Life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They are supposed to help you discover who you are. It's that jungle of discovery that appears to be a lot like work when your schedule is already full. And frankly, if you're like me, you've had enough challenges in your lifetime and you really don't need any more. But what if I told you that the next challenge that comes your way is the one that might redirect your life forever in ways you've only dreamed of? Or perhaps the next challenge you push through on faith will be the answer to the prayer that you've been waiting for, believing and trusting that it would come. Or the one challenge that finally secures your family's future. Well, what then? As obvious as it seems, the only way you're going to find out what you're made of is when you don't give in to the fear of paralysis by analysis, always fearing being wrong instead of trusting that you're most likely correct in your assessment of creating your future if you do your part and push through the pain. When it comes to life or love or hopes or dreams, friend, don't let the fear of the future paralyze you into quitting before you discover who you are and were meant to be. Because life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They're supposed to help you discover who you are. I've written in the past about how to discover your life's purpose, but that's not my point today. Today, I'm more interested in asking you to consider using the pain of today's tests and trials to reset your path for tomorrow, because tomorrow is coming. And if you don't realign your mind, thoughts, and heart, you will be in the same place next year without 1 inch of movement in the direction of your dreams. And frankly, I can't think of anything more emotionally disappointing than to know you stayed in the same place, which really means you didn't grow. And then the analogy will be this: if you're not growing, you are dying in every sense of the word. You know it, and I know it. So the question is, what are you going to do about it? Now, please don't revert to your old excuse of being paralyzed by fear. That's what our discussion's about today. To remind you, you've used that excuse before. So now that you know you need to move forward to create the future that you choose, how can you use the pain of yesterday to help you create and find joy today? Friend, that's the life challenge you're supposed to embrace to help you discover who you are. I know that life is stressful and hard and expensive, and for many, life is lonely. And so many people like to talk about and relive the past of the good old days, which I have to wonder if they really were that good. But who's counting? Instead of creating a future that is their definition of bliss, I'll let you define what your bliss would be, since it's going to be different for everyone. If you were to search online, there are over 1 million pages on how to find your life's purpose. And most of these nuggets of advice are based on the premise that you are stuck, so you need to get unstuck. And while I'm not really sure you're stuck, I'm pretty sure you're allowing weakness to paralyze you and overtake your strength so you can stay in place, because it's nice and warm and safe there. But I'm here to tell you that safety in the scheme of life's amazing and abundant opportunity doesn't get you very far, and certainly not any place you'd like to go. So, how will you use your current life challenges to discover who you are? This is the hard part, and I wish it were easy or that I had an answer to that question. But I'm going to have to leave it to you to figure out which direction your life compass is pointing to. You know, I am a true believer in having you set aside some quiet time to think and chart a course for your life so you can stop being tossed by every wind of other people's opinions and suggestions for your future. Sometimes you have to do what's best for you in your life, not what's best for everyone else. Because when you allow others to chart your course, most often it's for their benefit, not yours. So I'm asking you today to consider your next steps for your future. Because someone has to ring the bell, sound the alarm, or break down your door so you can see your future, and so you don't stay so rooted in the past or where you're comfortably residing now. Because friend, life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They're supposed to help you discover who you are. And as much as I wish I could help you, the only help I can offer is to encourage you to push past the current pain and trouble that you're in. Because as I've said before, every storm runs out of rain, and every dark night turns into day. I know, tough love lesson today, simply because, friend, I want you to discover who you are. I want you to learn to live your best life ever, because I know you can if you'll just focus on the bright light ahead. All right, you've been listening to, believe it or not, Deb Sofield's encouragement for your rockstar amazing life. Friend, I hope you'll join me next week. We're going to continue this journey together as we work towards a better day. And remember, I don't care what the world says. I want you to know that I care about you, and I care about you because I believe that once you discover who you are, your life is going to completely change. And I'll make this promise that I will walk alongside you and we will follow that dream together. All right, have a good weekend. Take care, everybody.